Welcome to Know Your Money, where we will explore our relationship with money and how the psychology of it impacts our financial decisions, as everyone thinks about money differently. In our podcast, we'll be presenting a variety of financial topics in an easy-to-understand way, which we hope will assist you with managing your money. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Know Your Money. Craig, Warren, how are you guys today?
Really good, Bron, and you?
I'm very good. Last one of the wheel.
Warren? I know, sad face.
How are you, Warren?
I'm good. I am good.
We're closing that wheel.
I'm feeling ever more positive about life, having done this wheel.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's good.
Just awareness of where we are in all areas of your life. That's what we're trying
to... Fill
to...
those gaps up.
Exactly.
Yeah. We could be better, do better.
Definitely. And today, the last one is spirituality. And I think that comes in any shape or form of what your beliefs are and where you are at and what spiritually you believe in.
Yeah, so it could be religion, could be other things that you believe in. But yeah, I think it's very important to have a spiritual foundation of where just a belief system. That's for me. I
couldn't agree more, Craig. I couldn't agree more. So I'm not religious, but I do.
You are spiritual.
I'm spiritual, but I love people who are passionate about their religions.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. I love that they have something that they believe and they love, and most of them, if not all of them, it's good moral values that they take away from their religions,
which also brings a sense of community and fun and recreation and all of those kind of things. You can bring those other aspects of the wheel together when you have something or you have your tribe or your, community around you.
I think where it gets distorted is when ego jumps in the room and then the one group will say, we are better than you and you're not as good as us. And that's where, but the basis of all spiritualism is the same. And I think the most important, we spoke about it last week, about love thy neighbour. So if everybody, and not just your neighbour, like Bert, who's your neighbour?
Oh, good old Larry.
Yeah, Larry.
Yeah.
It's not only
I do love Larry, though.
Yeah. It's not only Larry, it's everybody around you. If you can show respect and love for everybody around you, there wouldn't be wars in the world. Unfortunately, ego plays a massive role in this. And if you can park your ego and just show compassion for your fellow human being, the world will be a much better place.
It might have been Kurt Cobain or Marley or one of those singers said love, peace and empathy. Oh. That's what I'm into.
And I also think love for yourself and trust in yourself, because you've not only your neighbor, you've got to be okay with who you are. Because from my experience, the more you work on yourself and loving yourself, your reality changes around you, and how you treat your neighbor and people around you can change.
Yeah.
And for me, that's been through my spiritual journey.
Isn't it funny, though, that so many people will say we should be kind to each other. We should be understanding to each other. But very few people realize you need to do that to yourself as well.
Yeah. Yes, because that's the first reflection. If you're not doing it to yourself, how are you doing it to others?
It's all very good and well in being charitable with your kindness and being forgiving to everyone else. But if you don't treat yourself that way, well, then what's going on?
Well, I often think of Mandela, how he came out of a terrible prison sentence.
A long time, yeah.
He didn't come out guns blazing. He came out with love. And one of the one of the places he went to, which was to have tea was Betsy Verwoerd, and the Verwoerd is the architect of apartheid, and he went and he had tea with her. That was incredible that he was able to forgive that, and that's how he loved his neighbor. It was incredible. The aura that he had around him was
very special, man.
Yeah,
very special.
Yeah,
definitely.
Tiger Woods said him and his dad went to meet Mandela, and Mandela was never late. He got there early. He was in the room, and he said it was a big room, a big hall, and him and his dad got in this hall, and they both looked at each other and said, something's different here. This just feels different. And they realized that Mandela was already there sitting on the couch waiting for them.
Sure. And I think he tapped into that spiritual and his belief system
Huge.
and what meant something to him. And having that changes your aura, changes the people around you. So I think sometimes this is an aspect that can be forgotten and shouldn't be.
Being good to people will make them feel good, and as that, pass it on. They will subconsciously want to do good. Being kind to people makes people kinder.
Yeah, and it's difficult. It's not easy. I mean, it really takes a lot to take your ego out the equation every time. It's really difficult.
Yeah. And I think from me personally, I've changed so much as to how I treat people because I've changed how I treat myself. And that's been through spiritual journeys and learning and growing and looking at all these different areas of the wheel. Because I think sometimes we also don't put ourselves first, like our health or our fitness, and that can affect your mood or it can affect something else, which all plays into each other.
I think it's really interesting is even when you just said like your health and your fitness there, people listening will probably be at this point be like, what the hell has this got to do with my finances? The point is that it all ties in together.
It does.
Yeah.
If you are healthier, you are less of a burden financially for medical reasons.
Yeah.
If you are unable to pay your own way medically, well, then you're a burden to your family. So that affects family.
Yeah.
It can affect
And
community.
connecting to something spiritually helps you feel more calm and okay. So maybe you're less stressed. So you're not going to take things out on people or have a heart attack or, those kind of things.
But just being a more complete person
Yes.
to your own best abilities and to what makes sense for you.
Yeah.
For some people, it's very important they have a six-pack. I will never have a six-pack, and I'm quite happy with that. But I could be a bit healthier.
Yeah, but the wheel, what we're trying to do in the last 10 episodes was just trying to make you more aware of this wheel, and if the wheel can be more balanced and look at each area that is important to you and spend time on those areas and just reflect on them. I think that's important.
And I also think collaborate with someone. So talk to someone about it if there is different areas that you want to go to. And you can download the worksheets off our website. So you can go on there and just mark where you are at and then reflect on how you do want to make changes. And if you need to reach out to us to talk about it in any way, we're definitely here to help you.
Absolutely.
And we really
sure.
hope you've enjoyed this series.
Yeah. I have.
I have as well. Thank you very much. It's great.
I think it's been one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you all for listening.
Be well.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this podcast or would like to subscribe, please visit our website, www.growthfp.co.za. The information we have provided in this podcast is our personal opinion. For more detailed information, please discuss your financial situation with a financial planner.